Hello. Hello, elected officials. I come before you today with a proposal that would help ensure improved outcomes for the health and well-being of Virginia residents. My support for sustainable livestock practices helps address some of the pressing needs our great Commonwealth faces. The emphasis on soil and grass health through rotating our grazing herds supports the quality of meat being produced and in decreasing the negative environmental impact cattle can have on the environment. I also would support increasing funding and tax incentives that would increase our use of train transportation for agricultural goods. And that can serve a couple of benefits by decreasing traffic on our congested highways, as well as reducing our reliance on fossil fuels because of the advances in train locomotion that utilize electric systems. And we can power some of that with wind and solar. There's also, I just wanted to note that our food sector actually uses 30% of the world's energy. So addressing some of these needs will really help set Virginia residents up for future success. I understand that these transitions will need some time to be discussed and disseminated, but I believe your love for our Commonwealth should activate your sense of urgency in addressing these manners. I have found support for improved agriculture practices that lead to generational wealth in local farmer Joel Salatin, and I've personally sought his advice in numerous books he's published to pass along valuable information about sustainable farming practices and the financial benefits that come from those. I have also discovered support for the agriculture practices that could be enhanced by encouraging our cattle to graze on our mountainsides, which the Commonwealth has many of, and that would save precious fields to grow nutritious food for your constituents. And I found support for that in the Oslo Roundtable on Sustainable Production and Consumption. Our action at the state level will reinvigorate interest and demand for agriculture, ideally connecting our youth to the experiential learning that we're requiring of our public school graduates. I think we can help facilitate passing on the farming knowledge that is retiring. There's so many farmers that are getting ready to turn over their pastures, but they're finding that their children are not interested, but they need someone to come in and provide this critical service that is such a big part of the Virginia's past and our current success. So I think there can be some kind of work with our education system to help those students gain that experiential learning and for some of that agriculture knowledge to be passed on. Just think about how many people are fed by those retiring farmers in your constituency. We will also lead the nation in placing an emphasis on some of the global goals that were established by the United Nations, specifically Goal 12 that highlights the importance of responsible production and consumption. Members of the Virginia State Legislation, I encourage you to act with urgency and in the best interest of the Commonwealth of Virginia and the constituents that you are serving. Thank you for your time and attention.